Duggar family's secret leaked. Ben and Jana's hidden connection. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The Duggar family has always lived under the bright, blinding lights of fame. A world built on rules, religion, and a carefully crafted public image. But behind that perfect family facade, something has been brewing, something no one expected. Tonight, we uncover the rumors that rocked the Duggar world, a shocking story involving Ben Seawald, Jana Duggar, and Jessa Duggar, and how a web of secrecy, emotional distance, and family pressure may have torn everything apart. The perfect picture cracking. For years, Jessa and Ben Seawald were seen as one of the most stable Duggar couples. Their love story began with the same conservative purity and commitment that define the Duggar way, a chaperoned courtship, side hugs, and that picture-perfect wedding the whole country tuned in to watch. But over time, the sparkle began to fade. Friends close to the couple say that after the cameras stopped rolling, Jessa's marriage began to face real cracks, mostly because Ben's laid-back personality clashed with Jessa's perfectionism. She wanted everything to look Instagram perfect, a family insider once whispered. But Ben was never the type to chase that image. And as their arguments grew, someone quietly stepped back into the picture. Jana Duggar, Jessa's older sister, the family's most private member. Jana, the heart of the family. Jana Duggar, often called Cinderella Duggar, has always been the family's mystery. The oldest daughter, yet still unmarried at 35, Jana has spent her adult life taking care of younger siblings, maintaining the family home, and avoiding controversy, until now, while her brothers and sisters moved out, married, and started their own families, Jana stayed behind. Her calm presence made her a rock for everyone, including Ben. Ben, who often sought advice when things got tense with Jessa, found Jana's steady, kind nature comforting. They would talk about faith, parenting, and sometimes frustrations. At first, their connection was innocent, just late-night texts about Bible verses or helping each other plan family events. But soon, those small conversations started carrying emotional weight. It wasn't about romance yet, but it was a spark. The emotional affair begins by 2023. Jessa's YouTube uploads slowed down. Her once bubbly personality seemed replaced by tired eyes and short tempers. Fans noticed that Ben rarely appeared in videos anymore. Meanwhile, Jana had started posting photos of quiet walks, books, and self-reflection quotes. The timing wasn't missed by anyone who paid attention. Behind closed doors, Ben and Jana's emotional connection grew deeper. Sources close to the family suggest that when Ben would visit the Duggar compound, he often found excuses to help Jana with errands, fixing the garden gate, helping with a church project, or driving her to pick up supplies. Those around them began whispering that their conversations lingered too long, and their laughter carried a warmth that went beyond friendly comfort. One evening, during a family gathering, Jessa reportedly noticed how Jana's eyes followed Ben, and how Ben's smile seemed softer when talking to her sister. It was a fleeting moment, but it planted a seed of suspicion. The tension grows. As weeks turned into months, Jessa's trust began to crumble. She confided to a close friend, saying she felt like Ben doesn't see me anymore. Ben, on the other hand, defended his friendship with Jana. He told people it was purely spiritual, that Jana understood his faith struggles in a way Jessa couldn't. But for Jessa, that explanation only deepened the wound. Why does he talk to her about things he should tell me? She snapped in one argument. According to someone close to the family, in conservative Christian circles, even emotional intimacy outside of marriage can be seen as a betrayal. The family started to divide, some supporting Jessa, others quietly sympathizing with Jana, who by then had withdrawn from family gatherings entirely. Jim Bob and Michelle step in. No Duggar drama stays private for long, especially when it threatens the family's image. Jim Bob Duggar, the patriarch, reportedly called both Ben and Jana in for a heart-to-heart. According to insiders, the conversation was tense. Jim Bob allegedly warned Ben to remember his vows and told Jana that the devil often attacks through loneliness. Michelle, always the peacemaker, tried to console Jessa, telling her that Satan wants to divide godly marriages. But her words didn't ease the hurt. For the first time, Jessa began distancing herself not just from Ben, but from her parents too. She stopped filming at the family house, skipped family events, and posted cryptic captions like, "Sometimes silence is the loudest scream." The secret message leaked then, one day, a private message surfaced online. A screenshot allegedly showing texts between Ben and Jana leaked on Reddit and quickly spread across fan forums. The messages were mild at first glance, Bible quotes, encouraging words, but one line sent shockwaves. "Sometimes I wish things were different, Jana. You make everything peaceful." The text wasn't scandalous, but the tone was enough to ignite speculation. Fans accused Ben of emotional cheating and Jana of breaking sister code. The Duggars, of course, didn't comment publicly, but the damage was done. Within days, Jessa deleted several old posts featuring Ben, and fans noticed she stopped wearing her wedding ring in videos. The separation rumors. In early 2025, rumors began swirling that Jessa and Ben were living separately. A close source claimed Ben had moved into a small guest house on the Duggar property to clear his head. Meanwhile, Jana was reportedly spending more time volunteering at a local women's ministry, avoiding the public eye altogether. But fans weren't buying it. One viral TikTok showed Ben leaving a church event alone, while Jessa arrived later with the kids. Another claimed Jana was spotted at the same event, sitting several rows behind Ben. The speculation exploded. Was Jana secretly in love with her brother-in-law? Had Ben fallen for the quiet strength Jessa never understood? Or was it all just emotional exhaustion twisting the trut Jessa's breakdown? The breaking point came when Jessa posted a now-deleted Instagram story, a black background with the words, "Some secrets destroy families." It was online for less than 15 minutes, but screenshots spread instantly. That same night, Ben's account went silent. No new posts, no comments, no likes. The silence spoke louder than any statement. People close to the couple say Jessa confronted Jana in tears, accusing her of betrayal. Jana reportedly denied everything, insisting, "I would never hurt you that way, but trust, once broken, rarely returns untouched." Following the confrontation, Jana quietly left Arkansas for a few weeks, staying with a friend in Oklahoma. Family insiders said she needed a break from the noise. But even in her absence, rumors kept spreading. Duggar fans dissected every old clip, every smile between Ben and Jana, every shared glance from past family specials. Conspiracy channels on YouTube ran wild with theories, some even suggesting that Ben had confessed his feelings privately to Jana and that Jim Bob had forced them both into silence to protect the family's name. And no one could confirm it. But the whispers refused to die. Ben speaks out. Or does he? In March 2025, Ben finally broke his silence in a cryptic social media post. "Sometimes God allows storms to show us where our anchors truly are." Fans flooded the comments. "Is this about Jessa? Are you and Jana okay? Please tell us you didn't cheat." Ben ignored every question, posting only a Bible verse the next day. Meanwhile, Jessa uploaded a vlog titled "Moving Forward Without Her Wedding Ring," sitting in a new house with her children. No mention of Ben. She smiled for the camera, but her eyes looked empty. The family divide behind the scenes. The Duggar family split into quiet factions. Jim Bob, ever the image keeper, reportedly told everyone to stay silent and not feed gossip. But Jill and Jinger, both now living independently of the family, hinted at the situation through subtle podcast remarks. Jinger commented in one episode, "When people are told to hide pain, it grows into something much worse." Fans instantly linked her words to Jessa's situation. Meanwhile, Jana remained completely silent. Those close to her say she felt crushed between loyalty and guilt. Even if she hadn't done anything truly wrong, she'd lost her sister's trust, her peace, and her privacy. All because of what might have been nothing more than misunderstood affection. Jessa and Ben. The final straw. By mid-2025, several outlets reported that Jessa had quietly separated from Ben. Not a legal divorce, but an emotional and physical one. Ben had moved out permanently, spending most of his time teaching Bible studies in a nearby town. Jessa was focusing on raising her kids and restarting her social media presence, now branded around faith and rebuilding. When a follower asked if she believed in second chances, Jessa replied, "God forgives everything." People don't always. That one comment summed up everything. Jana's return months later. Jana returned home, quieter, humbler, and visibly changed. She avoided family events and kept her head down. Some fans admired her silence. Others accused her of hiding the truth. But deep down, people who knew Jana described her as broken, someone who had lost more than she could ever admit. She had loved her sister, cared for Ben as a friend, and somehow ended up the villain in a story she never wanted to be part of. Jill Duggar reunites with Mom Michelle and sisters for rare family photo. It's not often that we see Jill Duggar with her family these days, especially after her memoir, Counting the Cost, was published in 2023. But this month, she seems to have made an exception. Jill traveled to Texas and reunited with Mom Michelle Duggar and almost all of her sisters, offering a rare moment of togetherness for the group years after she first started putting some distance between herself and her family. Jill got together with her sisters to support Jinger. The women in the family gathered together to attend the Christian conference, Share the Arrows in Texas, featuring political influencer Allie Beth Stuckey. In a video that Jana shared on Instagram, we can see how much fun the ladies are having together, including Jill, who isn't often in attendance at these get-togethers, though it's not always clear whether it's by choice or because she wasn't invited. Even their sister-in-law, Kendra Duggar, was there, despite keeping a low profile herself these days. Her family road tripped together. In a post Jill shared on her own account, she included more photos from the trip alongside a caption about how much fun she had. "We had the best time on our Texas road trip to see fam, great friends, and attend the second annual Share the Arrows Christian Women's Conference with that Allie Stuckey, plus cheer for my sis at Jingervolo during her session at the conference. Whoop whoop." Jill wrote, "Road tripping with the fam is always my fave. Fans are happy to see them all together again." In the comments on the posts from their trip, many of Jill's followers celebrated her reunion with her family as "oh nice to see almost all of you sisters together," one person wrote. Others gushed over the younger Duggar girls and how quickly they've grown up now that they're teenagers. "Wow, Johanna looks like an exact mix of Jana and Jessa. Y'all are gorgeous," one commenter said. Only one of Jill's sisters seemed to be missing. The oldest of the sisters, Jana Duggar, wasn't at the conference, but considering the fact that she's pregnant with her first baby, who is set to arrive in January, it makes sense that she'd want to skip out on this particular trip. Still, it's good to see most of the Duggar girls together again. That rarely happens these days. Jill Duggar's heartbreaking day, a Duggar family story. The morning sun barely peeked through the curtains of Jill Duggar's home in Arkansas. It was supposed to be one of the happiest days of her life. Jill and Derek Dillard had just welcomed their fourth child, a beautiful baby girl they named Grace Hope Dillard. The delivery had been difficult, but successful. Jill smiled through exhaustion, her heart full as she looked at the tiny miracle in her arms. But sometimes, life doesn't warn you when it's about to break your heart. A moment of pure joy. The Duggar family house was filled with excitement. Messages poured in from all her siblings, Jessa, Joanna, Jana, and even Jinger from California can't wait to meet her. Jessa texted, "She's perfect, Jill. You're so strong," added Joy. Derek was pacing around the living room, smiling wider than ever before. He had set up the baby crib, tiny clothes folded neatly, and little Grace's name embroidered on a soft pink blanket. Jill sat by the window, nursing her baby, whispering softly, "You're my miracle, my Grace." Everything seemed perfect, the calm, after years of struggle, after losing trust, fame, and peace due to the family's public controversies. This child, Jill believed, was a new beginning, the calm before the storm. By evening, Jill felt unusually tired. Maybe it's just the labor, she told herself. But there was something different. Her breathing felt heavy, her heart raced, and a dull pain spread through her chest. Derek noticed. "Babe, you okay? You look pale." "I'm fine," Jill forced a smile. "Just need rest," but as the night deepened, her pain grew worse. Baby Grace, once softly cooing in her arms, began to cry uncontrollably. Jill tried to soothe her, but her vision started to blur. The room spun. "Derek, something's wrong." Those were the last clear words before everything went dark. The hospital rush. Derek panicked. He called 911, his voice trembling. My wife just gave birth 2 days ago. Unresponsive, the ambulance arrived within minutes. Jill was rushed to the nearest hospital in Fayetteville. Baby Grace, still crying, was taken along with her. Inside the ER, doctors moved quickly. Jill had developed severe postpartum hemorrhage, a complication that can strike suddenly after childbirth. Her blood pressure was dangerously low. Derek stood helplessly outside the emergency room, clutching the pink baby blanket in his hands. Please, God, don't take her from me. Not Jill. Not Grace. Hours felt like years. A family in tears back at the Duggar family home. Michelle Duggar's phone rang in the early morning hours. Her heart sank as she heard Derek's voice on the other end. Mom, Jill's in the hospital. It's bad. Within an hour, Jim, Bob, and Michelle were on the road. Jana stayed behind to watch the younger kids, while Jessa and Ben arrived with coffee and prayer books. At the hospital, the atmosphere was heavy. Doctors worked to stabilize Jill, but her body was fighting a losing battle. Derek sat in silence, staring at Grace's empty hospital bassinet. When the doctor came out, his face told the story before his words did. She's stable for now, but we need to watch for internal complications. The unexpected turn by the second day, Jill regained consciousness. Her first question was, "Where's my baby?" Derek smiled through tears. "She's fine, sweetheart. She's in the nursery." But something about his tone was off, a nervous tremor, a hesitation. When Jill was finally allowed to see Grace, she noticed the nurses whispering. The baby was quiet, too quiet. Her skin was pale, her breathing shallow. "Why isn't she moving much?" Jill asked, her voice trembling. The nurse looked down. "We're doing everything we can, Mrs. Dillard." Jill felt the world collapse around her. The final goodbye. Later that night, a doctor entered Jill's room. Derek stood beside her, holding her hand tightly. "Mrs. Dillard, I'm so sorry. Your daughter's heart stopped just a few minutes ago. We tried to resuscitate her," but the rest of the sentence blurred into silence. Jill's scream echoed through the corridor, raw, broken, and full of unimaginable pain. Derek held her tightly as tears streamed down both their faces. The pink blanket that once symbolized joy now became a reminder of unbearable loss. Baby Grace was gone. Silence in the house after returning home from a hospital. Everything felt hollow. The nursery door stayed shut. The toys, the clothes, the crib untouched. Jill couldn't bear to look inside. Derek tried to stay strong, cooking meals, cleaning, praying beside her. But every night, he heard her whispering through tears, "Why her? God? Why now?" The Duggar family visited one by one, each bringing food, flowers, and prayers. Michelle hugged Jill and said softly, "God's ways are mysterious, sweetheart. But he's still good." Jill nodded, but inside, she felt nothing but silence. Faith, once her anchor, now felt like a distant echo. A rift reopened as weeks passed. Pain turned into confusion, and confusion into anger. The media got hold of the story. Headlines spread. Tragedy hits the Duggars again. Jill Dillard suffers devastating loss. Some family followers online sent prayers. Others, cruelly, accused Jill of seeking attention. The comments were brutal.